Previously from the Hood Blogger.
100 bands off of it. You know, they had the Jammy Grammys for last month. You know what I'm saying? But this month, bro, right now, 2025, these guys right here, they get the award, man. They got the Jammy Grammys for real, for real. So, you know, I'm just scrolling and I see on the news. Hey, yo, this SB Twiz, the Hood Blogger. Y'all know how I carry it. Shout out to everybody that been rocking with the content. I appreciate y'all. If y'all new to the channel, hit the sub button. If you're a returning viewer and you ain't subbed yet, stop jerking wreck, man. What's the hold up? Another nasty night in the city of Philly. Man, lately, it's been like a lot of women that's been getting hit, whether it was by mistake or, you know, intended. Now, this one right here, it seems to have been a domestic inside the household. And with that being said, as far as in the household, the cops would come to the scene because a man would have a woman hostage. I don't know if it was, you know, his girlfriend or whatever the situation was, but eventually the guy barricaded himself in the house, and not only did he end up shooting the woman and the woman jumped out the window, but he also took the cops to war.
Dealing with a suspect they say is barricaded inside and has fired shots at officers. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Fred Shropshire. This is happening in Philadelphia's Logan neighborhood near North 10th Street. NBC 10's Johnny Archer live there now with what we know tonight. Johnny?
Fred has been going on for about 3 hours now. We're at 10th and Buchanan Avenue in the Logan section of Philadelphia, and as you can see behind me, police are still on scene. The SWAT team is out here, and this is about as close as we can get to this situation. And as you mentioned, that armed suspect, according to my police sources, is still inside that house right now. Over the past hour or so, I've heard police on the megaphone asking for that suspect to pick up his phone so they can communicate with him, but it appears that has not happened. I've also heard several flashbangs over the past hour as well. Now, I do want to mention that the police source tells me that there was a person shot inside that home. That person actually jumped out the window to safety, and I want you to take a look at some video that we shot about an hour ago. It shows first responders pushing that victim on a gurney to an ambulance, and that ambulance taking the person to the hospital. We're about 5 minutes away from Einstein Medical Center from the scene. We don't know the condition of that victim at the moment, but police tell me that there are other people inside that house. Those people had to shelter in place in other rooms. We don't know if they are injured or not, but I am told that another person walked out the front door with their hands up. I'm told that that person was detained, questioned, and then cleared. But as you can see, this is an active scene out here right now, and that person with the gun is still inside the house. And I'm told that that suspect was starting to shoot at officers earlier in the night. We don't know if officers returned fire. At least according to police, they don't know if officers returned fire, but those officers did retreat and called for backup. I talked to a neighbor who heard the shots being fired, and this is what she had to say.
Well, I was coming out my neighbor's house after the game, and I saw the ambulance come up the block, so, you know, I started filming right there, you know, and the next thing you know, I saw the police go into the residence, and I heard 5 shots, and I just took off running. And so after that, we came back out, and we was over there filming again, and they started shooting again, so we left.
So this is still a very active situation. I will say I have not heard gunshots probably in the past 2.5 hours or so. So, you know, that is some good news. But this is still an active situation where that suspect is in the house, and officers are trying to get that suspect out here. They have the whole house surrounded right now, and I'm told that they will stay out here as long as they need to until there is some type of resolution. I don't know if something's happening over there right now, but I did see some officers running to the car, but they say they will stay out here as long as they need to until there's some type of resolution. Why this happened, what started this, it might be related to a domestic situation, but that's still being investigated right now. Officers just want to get this situation here under control, and then they'll investigate what else happened and why they came out here and what precipitated this person to open fire on officers. For now, we're live in Logan. Johnny Archer, NBC 10 News.
What make this even crazier is that this man, he was 50 years old, And not only, you know, that he had a woman hostage, but it was obviously either some type of apartment or somewhere where they rent out rooms, because they would say that it was 3 other people that was renting inside of that building. So as the cops approached the scene, the guy was already letting loose. You know, when he shot the woman, she jumped out the window, and the cops would then come in and kick the door in, and then it would end up being a shootout between, you know, the cops and that 50-plus-year-old man. Now, as they were exchanging, the guy, obviously, he ended himself as far as what was said in the reports, but, you know, it's real deep, man. It's crazy. You know, we got a 50-year-old man that he just was on all crash out time. As far as what I understand, I believe the woman survived, so that is a blessing. But like I said, they said that the man, you know, got rid of himself. But they did definitely kick in the door, and they were exchanging.
Home in Philadelphia's Logan section.
The barricade lasted around 4 hours, finally ending around 1 a.m. The crime scene was along North 10th Street and West Duncannon Avenue. This morning, NBC 10's Lili Zhang is about half a mile away at Jefferson Einstein Hospital, where doctors are reportedly treating that victim.
Brenna, Aaron, good morning to you. The victim, as we've confirmed, is a female. However, Philadelphia police have not confirmed her age or her relationship to this suspect. They have, however, indicated that there was some sort of altercation between the two earlier in the day that led to this. Now, we are told that she was taken here to Einstein Hospital for her injuries, which we know are a gunshot wound to her arm and injuries from jumping out of a window as police were trying to get everyone out of the home where the suspected shooter was barricaded.
Cops went in, and all you heard was pop, 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 pop.
That was video from a neighbor who shared it with NBC 10 during the barricade. Police say they arrived to the 5100 block of North 10th Street for a person with a gun and a person shot inside the home. As police and medics arrived, we're told that they were met with gunfire coming from inside that house. In that home were the suspect, who we are told was a man in his 50s, a female victim, and 3 other renters. Police did confirm overnight that officers did fire back, though they are still investigating exactly how many shots were fired. Police did also confirm that despite efforts to de-escalate, the suspect died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and there's no longer a threat to the public. And back here live at Einstein, the victim, again, we're told, is being treated for her injuries. Police are still trying to piece all of the details together. We'll keep you updated as soon as we learn more. For now, we are live at Einstein Hospital. Lili Zhang, NBC 10 News.
But this SB Twiz, the Hood Blogger, y'all know how I carry it. Make sure y'all stay safe out there and drop a comment below. Let me know what y'all think about the situation, you know, and make sure y'all stay safe, man, out there in these cold streets. That's just how I'm coming.